Greetings from Christian News and Interviews. So, Barbara Walters has passed away. And I'm going to be honest, I was never really a fan of Barbara Walters. I respect her work, but I was never really a fan of her interviewing style. But I'll just read a little bit about her biography because, she did a lot of great things. Barbara Walters has arguably interviewed more statesmen and stars than any other journalist in history. She's so well known that her name and brief biography are listed in the American Heritage Dictionary. In September 2004, after 25 years as co-host and chief correspondent of ABC News 2020, Walters left the show to begin a new phase in her career at the network. She remains an active member. Well, actually, this biography was written back in 2017. She's passed since then, of course, because she passed today. But at the time that this was written, it says she remains an active member of the News Division Network. Well, okay. So moving along, let's see. It just really goes into the fact that she interviewed everybody. In her heyday, she interviewed everybody. Walters has interviewed every American president and first lady since Richard Nixon. She made journalism history by arranging the first joint interview with Egypt's President Anwar Sadat and Israel's Prime Minister Menachem Begin in November of 1977. Another of her firsts was an hour-long primetime conversation with Cuban President Fidel Castro, an interview which has been printed in half a dozen languages and shown all over the world. She's interviewed world figures such as Boris Yeltsin, Jiang Zemin, Margaret Thatcher, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein. Name the person, and this woman has interviewed the person. So I have to give her props on that. But in spite of that, I was never a fan of her interviewing style. I thought some of her questions were bizarre. What do you think? Were you a fan? She lived a long life. She lived to 93, so what a life. May she rest in peace.